court has ordered an in-camera hearing for the Delhi gang rape case. Nirbhaya's rape case will be heard in camera. The media will be off limits in this hearing, and the entire proceedings will be held in camera. This was a request made by the Delhi police, who also followed a similar precaution while filing the charge sheet in the heinous gang rape case. The reason that the Delhi police has given so far is because they do not want the extremely heinous and gory details of the case to be made public, and as happens in sensitive cases, this case too will be held in camera. This is the breaking news coming in at this point. The Delhi police's request for an in-camera trial for the Nirbhaya gang rape case has been granted by the court. The court has ordered that an in-camera hearing will take place in the proceedings. Now, all except the accused and, of course, their lawyers will be allowed in court. Let's go across to Bhavtosh Singh, who joins us for more details on this. Bhavtosh, go ahead.
In fact, the court said that the hearing in this case will take place in camera. The court further said that no portion of this case or the trial reporting would be done unless permission of the court is sought first. It further said that only accused, the investigating team and two counsel who are willing to defend.
All right, Bhavtosh, stay on with us. I also have Rhythm Bhardwaj on the phone line with me. Rhythm, this is a decision been made by the fast-track court in Saket. What exactly has the court said?
Well, what's really happened is it's going to go to the fast-track court. For now, it's the Metropolitan Magistrate who was hearing the matter. Namita Agarwal, the judge who made this order, she very clearly has in a systematic order written down an order in which she says, due to the fact that this entire courtroom is packed with people, the accused cannot come in. The special public prosecutor is also telling me that the accused are not safe. There is apprehension to their safety. Hence, even the lockup in charge is saying that the accused cannot even be brought to the court, let alone any proceedings happening. Keeping that in mind, I am now ordering that this case will now be an in-camera proceeding, which really means that the media will not be allowed to report on it. What they've actually done, Samanna, is Section 327, Part 2 and Part 3 of the CRPC have been invoked. In technical terms, this really means that the media is now prohibited from reporting on the case. The gang rape case cannot be reported. Whatever happens in the court cannot be reported by the media because Section 327, 2 and 3 have been invoked. She also in that order said every nook and cranny of this courtroom is filled with people, even those people who are not in charge or connected with this, and hence I'm informed the accused cannot be brought here. What's happened also is the accused are presently in judicial custody. They are presently in the court lockup, Tamanna, but they cannot be brought to the courtroom because of the maximum number of police personnel, media contingent, as well as other unconnected to this case lawyers who gathered in the courtroom. Keeping that in mind, now I'm reading out this order of the judge. She's saying that the court will once again be hearing the matter within half an hour. In half an hour, the only people who would be allowed in the courtroom would be the 5 accused, the lawyers who want to be representing them, and the special public prosecutor. Nobody else will now be allowed inside the courtroom. But what will happen today is really only be giving this particular case will be transferred or committed to the fast-track court to begin trial. Today is a hugely procedural matter, but really what's really being reported today is Section 327, Part 2 and Part 3 of the CRPC being imposed. And I read out from the order today that the judge made, wrote down. She said the courtroom is jam-packed with lots of people in every nook and corner. Thus, the people who are assembled, they are not connected with this case. They are being asked to wait outside. It's a case virtually of a crowd occupying every inch of space in the courtroom. It's become impossible for the courtroom to proceed. I am informed the accused cannot be brought to the courtroom because the lockup in charge is saying he is unable to get them for safe passage here. The public prosecutor also, she writes in that order, submits there is apprehension to the safety of the accused. Keeping all these factors in mind, I am invoking 327.2 and 327.3 of the CRPC. This is a section in the CRPC, Tamanna, which really prohibits the media or anybody from reporting or publishing anything connected with the trial that happens in the courtroom, that happens between the lawyers. The arguments that happen in the courtroom cannot be reported because Section 327, 2 and 3 of the CRPC have now been invoked here. She says everything, including the inquiry, including the trial, will be in camera. And the words in camera are in quotes because in camera really means it's only the lawyers and the accused who will now be present in court. Another point that was made, and as Bhavtosh was also earlier mentioning, is there were two lawyers who came out in court and said we want to be amicus in the case, which means we will help the accused. We might be friends of the court to really get sure that this procedure gets the kind of punishment or whatever it deserves, and hence we want to, help them or be a part of whatever can be done in this case. Keeping that in mind, the court said even those two lawyers can be present in court. But the breaking news that's coming in, we were not anticipating that the judge would be ordering in-camera proceedings. But looking at the situation, looking at the amount of people who were present in court, she has read out an order and said the lockup in charge states he's unable to get the accused to the courtroom for want of safe passage. Public prosecutor also submits there is apprehension to the safety of the accused. Keeping this in mind, I am now invoking Section 327(3), which means the media and others will not be allowed to speak, publish, print anything on the case.